The Zippo hand warmer slash boot dryer experiment. Alright guys, I'm going to be running an experiment today. Got the Zippo hand warmer. Don't know if you can see it. I'm going to be taking and putting it underneath one of my boots outside out here and on the front porch where the wind's blowing, which is going to be similar to what I'm going to be hunting in this fall and this spring. And I just want to see if it'll even warm my boots. So I'm going to be taking a boot, flipping it upside down over this. I'm going to have this in a little vise, and everything's going to be just solid and stable, and we're just going to see what happens, see if it gets warm. And I'm also doing this with without having the boot wet. I just want to see how warm it gets the boot first, and then I might take and wet my boot with like a spray bottle or something and see how long it takes it to get dry. So yeah, follow along, let's see what happens. Okay, so I've got the hand warmer lightly pressed into this and try not to squish it. Should, let's see here, push it down a little bit more. Okay, it's in there. So I'll take my boot, somehow get it to go over it. Kind of awkward. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta sit it down. Put it over the vise. It's gonna sit something like that over the vise for a little while. I'll probably prop up the nose with something. That'll work. There. That's gonna sit like that for a little while, and I'm gonna set a timer, and we'll check on it in a little bit. Probably give it an hour to check on. Alright guys, Zippo. The boot. I actually got damp toes in it. I might try sliding it up in the boot. I don't know. Not entirely sure what's going on. It's not warming it like I thought it would, but we'll keep trying. Alright guys, got my hand in the boot. It's feeling warmer. Hand warmer's still cooking right away. Going back in the boot. Oh, man. Might take hours, so just trying to give it a real life comparison of a chance, and keep this thing working. I can't seal it off too much, because if I seal it off too much, there won't be any air going to it, and then it won't be able to convert everything into heat, or convert the fuel. But yeah, just the experiment. It's going okay, I guess. It's probably gonna take 8 hours, kind of like as if you put your boots on a boot dryer overnight. Boot dryers are a little more efficient, because that's what they're designed to do, and they run off of electric. And yeah, what can I say? Although, I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm in my room. I've had this one on the boot dryer. I forgot to tell you that. This is my control. And I'm feeling in it, and I'm not really feeling a whole lot of moisture. But this one's inside. Not really a fair draw, if you ask me, but you know, I gotta have a control somewhere, and I just leave my boot dryer where it is. So, yeah. Put that back on the boot dryer, but check that out. Got my buddy's guitar from the military. Got my buck from this last year, fishing pole, laundry. Got my bowl, my Bino hub from Horn Hunter Packs. Got a blanket that I stapled up on the wall. This the usual, you know, with some stuff around, like some Black Eagle arrows, and you know, just this the good stuff laying around. Not just laying around, it's pretty organized-ish. Not really. Alright guys, I'm gonna check it. It's been a little while since I've checked it, about almost an hour and a half. Ooh. It's warm in there. I just don't see it focus. There we go. It's just not quite producing the way I thought it would. So what I'm going to do is take this and open it up a little bit where the metal's out, fold that over, and then I'm going to stick it back up in there and see if that helps. See if that heat's getting dissipated by the bag at all. Alright. Hopefully it works. We'll just have to keep checking it. Alright guys, I'm here checking out the wow, it's nice and toasty in there. Whew. Ouch. Burnt me. So I uncovered the metal with the shoe, and it's cooking right along. It's been like 2.5 hours since the last time I checked it, and so I'm thinking we're about 6 hours in on this, and the boot is warm. It's not dry, but it's warm, and that's pretty important. We just need to knock that moisture out of there, and then we'll be perfect. So I'm thinking that for all practicalities, this would be ideal for dry, cold climates. Like if you're going to do a high desert hunt that you weren't expecting any rain. At which point, if you did happen into some rain, you might build a stick fire and do something with that. This is designed for dry, which, or not designed for, it's not designed for this at all. It's really just a hand warmer that I'm repurposing. But I'm going to try to make this work so you guys have this backwoods tip. And yeah, so far it's getting the heat where it needs to be. I think all I need to do now is just let it continue to cook off. So we're looking at probably an 8-hour, which is, you know, if you're out in the backwoods, you let it get dark. In the wintertime, fall, you let it get dark, you let this thing get cooking, and then the nice thing is a lot of these run, like this one runs for 12 hours, and if you let it run for 12 hours, you're only cooking for 8 of it, so then you have a hand warmer. The one thing I'm not 100% on is, like, I wouldn't have this thing running while you're hunting, because it does put off a little bit of an odor of the fuel, but I'm going to have to figure a way to address that, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I figure that one out. So we'll be back in about another 2 hours to check on it. So we're working on 4 hours now. Let's see about 6, and then maybe if we have to, we'll go 8. So until then, stay tuned. Alright guys, got the boot here, inside, reaching up in here, feeling it, still cooking right off, cooking right away, still almost too warm to touch. I'll tuck that in, so I'm calling this one a wrap. Don't have all day, I guess I've been doing this all day, but gonna say for the most part, it's got it pretty dry up in here, just from natural perspiration from my feet, because everybody's feet sweats whether or not they want to admit it. So I'm gonna give this a I don't know, a decent yes, it will work. I'm gonna have to get another one and test it out, see if it'll work on 2 boots outside overnight. And I'm going to try to set up a more real situation, you might say. So until next time, when I go to give you an update on this, I'm going to say yes, it will work, but don't expect your boots to be like 100% dry if you like step in water and get them completely soaked. This will clean up the perspiration in your boots real quick, as in overnight quick. So I'm going to say yes, it's a go and it works, but I'm not going to say that it will completely dry your boot out if you stepped in water or something. Maybe some light water, like if you just stepped in for a second and pulled your foot out and you got the brim of your sock wet or something like that, maybe it would clean that up. But I'm going to say not good for perspiration, bad for stepping in the water. I hope you guys enjoyed this Backwoods segment on the Backwoods boot dryer hack for the backcountry. And it might be too heavy for some people's packs, but you know, if you got 2 of them, they're not that heavy. I don't know the exact weight of them, but I'll include that in a different video when I'm building a pack. But I really hope that you enjoyed this Backwoods segment, and until next time, smash the subscribe button and hit that like, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my next Backwoods destination, which happens to be bear season, and it's coming up in like 4 days, 5 days, I don't know, but be looking for that video. And in between now and then, I'm going to be doing a video on threading and attaching a muzzle brake to my 300 Winchester Magnum, tone it down a little bit so I can shoot it and not get my butt kicked. Y'all have a good night. Bye.